September also saw one of the games of the season. Roy Hodgson with plenty to rant about as Blackburn and Chelsea made it an ultra-entertaining evening at Ewood Park.
He knows there's a real threat coming up from Zola, and that is a magnificent goal by the little Italian. LeBerth loses the header. Darlene finding Sutton. Chance here. Yes! Babayaro, Zola.
He's given a penalty, Alan.
LeBerth usually doesn't miss them. And he hasn't this time either. And Darlene on the near post area here. Flitcroft won the header, and he's there again to turn it back in. And it's a goal by Perez. And it's Kasaragi who's going to come off for Chelsea to be replaced by Tolo Andre Flo. Darlene goes down, and the referee thinks about it and has pointed to the spot. Can he double his total? Yes! Blackburn are in front. Here's Laudrup. Gets it back from Ferrer. Good ball. Flo in the middle. Yes! Brilliant goal by Flo. 3-3. Ferrer plays one over the top. Flo is onside. Laudrup's in support. Can Chelsea snatch another? There was never a doubt with this boy. Flo's been on the field 5 minutes. He's got 2 goals.
I think we showed the famous fighting spirit that everybody says that Chelsea hasn't got. So the players made my day because this is the spirit we have to show week in, week out. And if we keep going like that, I think we can achieve something really nice at the end of the season.
Liverpool's defensive problems were exposed again at Old Trafford. Questions already being asked about the wisdom of joint managers.
Patchy start to say the least from Brad Friedel. Corner unnecessarily conceded. He comes out to try and deal with it and doesn't do that. And then was that handball by Jason McAteer. Stephen Lodge points for the penalty. And it's Dennis Irwin for Manchester United, who lead Liverpool by 1-0. Andy Cole. Beckham up with him. York Scott forward as well. Oh, fantastic goal by Scholes! That could well settle it.
They play very good football. They play the right way. So winning against them is an important result. And obviously we do look upon them as a challenger to us this season, and Arsenal and ourselves and Liverpool and Chelsea and Aston Villa up the top of the league, it makes a good week.
A good league soured on September the 26th. Paolo Di Canio's infamous push and affront not only to referee Paul Alcock but to the game itself.
All hell has broken loose. Oh! And Paolo Di Canio is in big trouble, already sent off, and then he's thrust the referee to the ground.
Arsenal's Martin Keown also shown the red card, almost forgotten a wonderful Wednesday winner in the last minute.
Briscoe! That's won it! Lee Briscoe with a quite brilliant goal.
Obviously, you know, we can't condone any type of incident like that, let alone making contact with the referee. I don't know what's gone through his mind. He's totally lost it for a split second, and obviously we've suspended him as we felt that we need to do straight away, and let people know that we understand the seriousness of the incident.
The big match of the weekend was at Villa Park, where the top 2 met. Villa maintained their winning run with Paul Merson scoring the only goal of the game.
It's nice, especially to get the winner as well. And it's just getting 3 points when you're up the top. You're there to be shot at, and we just got to keep on digging in and winning games. If it's 1-0, I've won a couple of championships, winning 1-0 every week.
Leeds unbeaten in the league under George Graham, but widespread rumours linking the former Arsenal boss to the vacant managerial post at White Hart Lane, and by a quirk of fate, Tottenham faced Leeds, although Graham was giving little away.
What is the truth? You better speak to the chairman of the clubs. I mean, as far as I'm aware,
Spurs have made an offer to talk to me. They want to talk to me, and Leeds have said, well, you know, come up with a financial package or compensation, and we'll let you talk. So it's between the two chairmen just now. I'm still employed by Leeds, and that is the situation. It's not in my hands.
At the end of September, Southampton still bottom with just 1 point from 7 games. Blackburn way below expectations, the 3 promoted clubs all in the bottom half. And Tottenham's slow start fueling speculation that George Graham's effective style of management might be the answer at White Hart Lane. Arsenal only now in 10th place. Chelsea 9th, Manchester United 6th. Above them, Newcastle, reviving under Ruud Gullit, West Ham, Wimbledon defying the odds again, Aston Villa leading Derby by 5 points. 4 days after managing Leeds at Tottenham, George Graham was there on a permanent basis.
I'm not going to change. Some of them may have to change a little bit, and probably they'll be delighted to do so, because I don't care how good or bad a player you are, we all want to be successful.
The main championship contenders began to find form at the beginning of October. Andy Cole with only his 2nd goal of the season, the new partnership with Dwight Yorke starting to flourish. Dennis Bergkamp scored his 1st goal against Newcastle to end a 10-game drought for the Dutchman. And Gigi Kaziragi opened his account for Chelsea as the Blues earned a draw at Anfield. Far less pleasant in October, a training ground bust-up at West Ham between John Hartson and Eyal Berkovic. Hartson would be heavily punished by the Football Association.
It was a bad tackle by me on Eyal in training, and I apologised to him. I said, look, sorry about the tackle. Happens every day, like, you know, people tackle people hard or whatever you want to call it in training, and it was one of them things. I apologised to Eyal, and he said, fine, fair enough.
A year of disappointment and depression took its toll on Paul Gascoigne. He sought help in hospital.
We've got to mention our friend Paul Gascoigne, who over the weekend has had a hard time of the whole situation. And we must say that everybody who knows him here at the radio station and at the TV show, and all his friends generally, our thoughts are with him.
Everton's thoughts centred on how to get goals at Goodison.
Arsenal, Manchester United, West Ham. Enfin, je pense que étant ici, je suis très heureux.
He's very happy to be here at Everton.
Brian Deane returned to the Premiership from Benfica for £3 million. Steve Watson left Newcastle for a £4 million slice of the profits on Dwight Yorke. Back on the pitch, despite Nicolas Anelka's 3rd goal of the season, Arsenal were held at home by struggling Southampton. Chelsea needed a late goal from Poyet to claim all 3 points at home to Charlton. But United were in fine form, putting 5 past Wimbledon at Old Trafford, with Cole and Yorke on song. Calypso football, they called it.
We're good friends off the pitch, you know. He comes around my house, we talk all the time, you know. He phones me in the morning, like, gives me a wake-up call and things like that, you know. So we get on really well together.
The vacant managerial post at Ellen Road was making the Leicester City fans nervous. Thousands demonstrated before the game against Spurs, pleading for Martin O'Neill to stay at the club and not to join Leeds. Leicester's 2-1 win meant that George Graham's reign as Spurs boss got off to a losing start. 2 days later, the fans had the decision they wanted.
I've decided to stay at Leicester City Football Club. So, there we are.
Leeds responded by upgrading David O'Leary.
Target if we can get in the top 6. I think that would be a wonderful achievement this year. It was a wonderful achievement last year. To do it again would be fantastic. And I think if we can get a good cup run, if we can get into a cup final, that'd be unbelievable for the starters for this year.
His old boss got his first win the following weekend with Spurs beating Newcastle 2-0.